like an option whenever you are the whole package. Before I get too deep into this, what's up guys? My name is Elle. Welcome back to another episode of What the L. Today we're doing a walk and talk because the weather is beautiful and I refuse to be inside whenever I'm gonna be cooped up inside for the next few days because I'm having surgery tomorrow. So here we are, we're on a nice walk in the woods with me and Ace. He's just enjoying his little time with his mom as per usual. And I've been doing this for a few days now, going on walks, and it's been great. And I thought this could give me some really good reflection time and time to talk to you guys. So today we're talking about situationships. And if you are unaware of what a situationship is, it's basically giving your relationship benefits to somebody who doesn't want to be in a relationship. And my first situationship I was a freshman in college. Let's just call this guy George. So me and George met at a friend's house, right? And whenever I met him, he was charismatic, he was sweet, he was smart, he was funny. He had the same interests as me, and we got along really well. So immediately, there's that instant attraction, right? Me and George hanging out all the time, doing all the things, like, he met my family, he came to my house, but George did not want a relationship with me, okay? And he made that pretty clear. And I said, okay, no relationship, that's fine. I thought I could change that. But little did I know that's not the vibe to do. You can't fix them, you are not Jesus Christ. You can't save somebody, you are not his savior. You are just a person who is broken as well. And a lot of us seem to forget that. We think that we can fix these people who don't even realize they are broken, okay? And George had just gotten out of something a few months ago and he was still heartbroken from it. And for some reason I thought I could be the one to save him, quote unquote. So me and George were hanging out every single day, all the time, texting all the time, flirting all the time, like doing physical things, not like that, but at one point it almost got to that. At one night he literally slept over at my house. Like, Elle, what were you thinking? I don't know, because me and this man were not together. And if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a relationship girly. I am not the type of person who can hook up with somebody and not catch feelings and be okay with it. I've never been a hookup person, never will be. I'm not built for that. And I told him that, and he told me he wasn't ready for a relationship. So I said, okay, as long as this kid never kisses me, we're fine, because he isn't crossing my boundaries, I'm not crossing his. There were definitely instances where he got close to crossing my boundaries, and he would kind of test it. But at this point, George was literally spending every single day with me. I was at his dorm. I slept at his dorm one night. What were we doing? Cuddling. Not a good idea for me because, duh, I caught feelings. I probably caught feelings for this kid like right whenever I met him. And this kid was the reason I dyed my hair black, okay? This kid was the reason I dyed my hair black. And it was a really confusing time for me because I thought I could fix this guy. I thought that he needed to realize that I was the perfect girl for him. But it wasn't even about him realizing that, because he didn't even realize what was right in front of him, and that's his problem, not mine. And we were never meant to be. Obviously, the kid's married now. The girl that he met after me, he married, which is like great for him. Ace, do not drink that water. Which is great for him, but like, it was very hard for me to see that because I was the girl before the girlfriend, which basically, you're the girl that he doesn't want to commit to, but he'll do all the girlfriend things with. So George was at dinner with my family. George spent a lot of time with me. Me and George went to the gym together. Me and George went to go get our ears pierced together. Like, I went with him to go get a $10 piercing. Like, we were just doing things that I would imagine people would do in a relationship. And the more and more invested I got, the more and more I was like, this is gonna end so bad. This is gonna end in me crashing out because this kid doesn't even actually like me. He liked me a lot. He liked who I was, but he wasn't gonna commit to me. And for some reason that was so devastating to me because I really liked him. And I see a lot of us get caught in this trap. Whenever they tell you right in the beginning, rule number one about a situationship, they tell you that they don't want a relationship in the beginning, believe what they say and don't try to change their mind because they don't want one, okay? And I'm not saying this is all of his fault because he kind of was honest with me and told me he didn't want a relationship, but a lot of us think that we can fix them and we can change their mind and over time that they'll want to be with us. But the truth is, George did not want to be with me. He really liked who I was, and that's great, but he didn't want to date me. I wanted to date him. He didn't want to date me. I kept putting in effort, so much effort for him to see that. I was literally losing myself in this time. I was like the shell of who I was. And over time, there was a night where he kissed me. And I said, as long as this kid never kisses me, then it's okay, because he's not actually breaking my rules. Because like if he kisses me, then it's becoming more of a, even more confusing for me, because the second that we do anything physical, I mean, we had already cuddled. We spent a night together cuddling, and I should not have done that, like looking back, because who I cuddle with, I want to be with. Like, I want to date. Like, I don't want to just cuddle with some person who I don't have any emotional attachment to. So whenever we did that, I had an emotional attachment to this kid, and he had one too, but he didn't want to date me. And it was just so heartbreaking and gut-wrenching to continue this, but I didn't want to lose him because I really liked him a lot. Like, a lot. At one point, I probably almost loved him. I don't even know at this point. It's honestly, telling this story is like, I'm looking at a different version of myself. It was literally an out-of-body experience, because that's how much it took out of me. Like, it took everything out of me to make it out of that. Because we never dated, and I had to mourn the loss of the potential that I saw in him whenever I had to finally end things after he kissed me. That was the line for me. It was just one random night at my house. He ate dinner with my family again. Basically things that you do with a girlfriend. Like, no. I was his home away from home, and he felt safe with me, but he didn't want to date me, and I should have just left it at that. Like, I should have been stronger, but I mean, you live and you learn, of course. But it was just a really, really hard time to like be in this weird limbo phase of girlfriend, not girlfriend, but doing things that a girlfriend would do for you. And I see this so much now. Like, I see so many people all over social media talking about how like they're in these situationships, and situationships are awful. They're literally from the devil, because it's even harder than a breakup, honestly, because you're mourning the loss of what it could have been and you never got to see it. But rule number one, you have to make sure that whenever these situationships occur, you have to believe somebody. If they're being honest with you and telling you that they don't actually want to date you, believe them. Don't try to change their mind, because you can't change somebody's mind. Maybe over time, if y'all are actually just friends, maybe that will change their mind, but like, don't hold out hope for that, because you're just gonna hurt yourself in the long run. And it's a painful, painful game that you don't want to be playing with yourself. And you are settling for half of what you deserve whenever you do this, because you're breaking your own heart. You're literally breaking your own heart whenever you do this with somebody, because they don't actually want to be with you. They don't want you. They just want the idea of you. They like you for your being, but they don't want to date you. And stop acting like they do. Stop romanticizing the idea of y'all together, because they don't even want to be with you, okay? They don't want to be with you. So stop making delusions. Stop feeding into the delusions that your brain is telling you that they actually want you. Because the God honest truth, they don't want you. And they don't care, okay? They don't care about your feelings, and they're gonna try to get as far as they can with you until you put your foot down. Me putting my foot down was me saying, if this kid kisses me, that's where I cut it off. Like, as soon as he kisses me, he's done. He loses access to me. And he kissed me, and I went to the bathroom after that and cried. I was like, I have to go. I went to the bathroom and cried. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, okay, this is where this ends now. This ends now. So then I walked into my house and I told him he needed to leave. And That was probably the last time I talked to him. I saw him one time after that on campus. That was at the point whenever he was already engaged to his fiance or married, I don't know. But we stopped talking. Oh yeah, actually one time I saw him at the gym, and this was like right after I dyed my hair black. He told me, looks good. Just texted me that. But he was protective and territorial of me, didn't want me talking to other guys, but didn't want to be with me. That's a situationship, okay? They don't want you to be with anybody else, and that's not okay. They don't deserve access to you in the way that you're giving it to them. They don't actually want you. They just don't want you to be with anybody else, because if they lose that, they lose access to the benefits that you're giving them. And the benefits that you're giving them are only meant for one person and one person only, and that's your significant other when the time comes. And if you're not strong enough to be by yourself, you need to do some reflecting. A lot of people are like, I need to find somebody because if I find somebody, I'll be happy. No, you have to find happiness within yourself first. And if you can't find happiness within yourself, go on a walk and spend some time alone and think about why you can't be happy by yourself. That's number 3. I met this girl on TikTok who has like 3 million followers. Beautiful girl, and I was on live with her. I'm a live streamer, if y'all haven't caught on to that yet. And I was on live stream with this fitness influencer. Beautiful, has so much going for her. 3 million followers, could probably do anything she wants with her life. And we're talking about relationships and whatnot. And then she goes, oh yeah, I've been in a situationship with this one guy for 3 years. 3 years! Do you know what you could do with your life in 3 years? The gasp I gasped when she told me that was actually insane. And 3 years of your life spending time with somebody who doesn't want to be with you is vile. It's rancid, okay? Somebody needs to knock some sense into your head. I was trying to knock some sense into her head. It wasn't working. She was not budging. She was like, no, I love him. I love him. Like, once you get to that point, it's like a drug, okay? It's literally a drug. I was talking to this other guy on TikTok. I'm like literally a counselor on TikTok because I've been through this with I've had a bad track record with guys, okay? Bad track record. And it was really hard for me to let go of people, but they don't actually want you. They just like the idea of you. So it's time to let go of them. And if you can't let go of them, it's not your fault that you have this attachment, but you have to break this attachment because it's breaking you. If you don't break this attachment, it's gonna ruin you. And that's the tea for today. Situationships are not the move. Situationships are toxic and they will ruin you if you let it. They will literally ruin you. They're gut-wrenching, they are not fun, and you do not deserve that. You deserve somebody who actually wants to be with you. And if they don't want to be with you, move on. Don't waste your time on somebody who doesn't actually want to be with you. Because the second you do that, you give away your power. And whenever you give away your power, you become vulnerable and you have this mindset of like, it's them or nothing. Like you become so gung-ho about this one person who doesn't even want you that you forget about the rest of your priorities. You forget about your whole life that you have been working for. And I lost sight of who I was because of this guy. He didn't want me. He did not want me. Hey guys, my camera just died while I was filming that, which is really awkward. So it's on the charger right now and I'm just gonna continue talking to you guys. But basically, I believe that situationships take a year or 2 or 3. It literally takes like 5 years off of your life. I think I aged like 10 years while I was talking to George because the stress levels, the anxiety that I had because this man didn't actually want me, it was insane. Like I literally felt like I was going crazy because I just wanted to be with this guy who actually didn't want me. And you don't want that for yourself. Why are you setting yourself up for not even 1/2 of what you deserve? You're setting yourself up for like literally 1/25 of what you deserve because you're not getting a relationship. You're just getting empty promises and hurt and betrayal. Like why would you want that for yourself? Like literally why? What is the point of a situationship? Like there's no good reason to be in a situationship. If you are emotionless and you can do that, then like good for you. But the rest of us who are empaths and like just can't do it, you shouldn't do it to yourself. It's not freaking worth it, bro. Like nothing about a situationship is worth it. It's literally so emotionally draining to be in a situationship. You are investing your feelings, your time, your energy into someone who gives you no clarity and you're just left with confusion. You deserve stability. You don't deserve this inconsistent behavior, because it's just gonna bring you down. It's gonna bring down your energy. It's gonna bring down your dopamine levels, because you're constantly trying to figure out this kid who is literally a jigsaw puzzle. Like, you're not a puzzle piece. This person is not a puzzle piece. You are like literally trying to fit into jeans that are 10 sizes too small for you whenever you go back to this person. If you need another reason as to why situationships are not good for you, you're literally wasting your time. Like, think about it like this. While you're stuck in a situationship, you're missing out on opportunities that could literally change your life. So basically, you could meet your soulmate, but every single time you go back to this person who literally does not want you, you are taking yourself out of the equation. You're taking yourself away from meeting your soulmate, because you're just this weird limbo phase of dating or not dating with this person who actually doesn't care about you. They don't care about your feelings, because if they actually cared about your feelings, they would not confuse you like this. Love is not meant to be confusing. If you're confused, it's not from God. And we don't want relationships that are not from God, because that's so 2020 of us. No. Like, literally, situationships literally lead so much to self-doubt. You can be so sure of yourself. I knew what I wanted. I knew who I was. But as soon as I entered this limbo situational stage of my life with George, I completely lost sight of who I was. I had no idea what I wanted. It made everything in my life confusing, because I couldn't even figure out what was going on with this one situation in my life. It wasn't a relationship, it was a situation. Nobody deserves that. You don't deserve that. You deserve somebody who wants to be with you 100%, will be there for you 100%. You don't deserve this nonsense. You deserve somebody who really loves you. And I will literally die on this hill of saying situationships suck. Leave them in 2024, because you deserve way better than this. Ace, don't they deserve better than this? You know what no consistency equals? No consistency equals no peace. So situationships will literally make you overanalyze yourself so much. Every interaction, it's literally damaging your confidence, it's damaging your self-worth, and you don't know who you are. It's literally an emotional roller coaster that you need to get off right now. Like, you need to get off of this roller coaster, because one day there might be all in, they're like, maybe I actually want this. The next day they're confusing and they don't know what they want. You're just gonna be constantly in this loop until you get off of this train. Get off of this train, because if you stay on this train, the longer you stay in it, the more you prolong this, the harder it is to get out of it. So that girl who's been in her situationship for 3 years, yeah, she probably aged 10 years. She probably has gray hairs at the age of 20, at the ripe age of 20, because she's letting this man take years off of her life, because he doesn't know what he wants. And that's not a man, that's a child. That's a child man. That is a child man. We don't mess with those. You deserve better. Like, you can't build a future based on uncertainty. You want to build a firm foundation? You can't have a firm foundation if you're confused all the time, if you're inconsistent, if you're uncertain of what you want. And this person is making you uncertain about yourself. What are we doing? Why are you letting this person control who you are? Okay? You deserve so much better than this. You are not a placeholder. Okay? You are not a placeholder. And the second that you realize that you are not an option, you are the whole package, is whenever everything changes. Okay? I said the second that George kissed me was the second I was out. I literally still had some self-respect, because I said, if this man tries to kiss me, that is where I draw the line. Because as soon as he tries to kiss me, I should have drawn the line whenever we cuddled, but you know, mistakes happen, whatever. But I knew if this man tried to kiss me, I was gonna be so distraught, because he doesn't want me, but he just kissed me. We shared this moment that I don't want to share with people unless I actually have feelings for them. And he knew that about me. I told him not to kiss me. He kissed me, okay? You don't do that. You don't mess with somebody else's soulmate. This person is messing with you. They are not your soulmate. Your soulmate would not confuse you like this. Your soulmate would not take years off of your life, okay? They don't respect you. They do not respect you. They have a lack of respect for you. Because the second that you said, okay, yeah, you don't want a relationship, I'll still be around though. Like, we can still hang out, we can still hook up, we can still have sleepovers, we can still go on dates, we can still kiss, we can still cuddle, you can still hold my hand and tell me I'm pretty, but you don't want to be my girl, you don't want to be my boyfriend? Oh, okay, you're still gonna see other people? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not even get started about the seeing other people part, okay? They're probably seeing other people that you don't even know about, and that's made me go freaking bananas. I was literally on one whenever I was talking to this man, because I was like, oh my God, is he talking to other girls? But it wasn't, I didn't have the right to know who he was talking to because we weren't dating. And he made that clear. And you are just putting yourself up, setting yourself up for failure whenever you go back to this person, because they don't want you. They don't respect you. They don't value you. They don't love you. They love the idea of you, but they don't love you, okay? John B., Sarah Cameron. Sarah said, you don't love me, Topper. You love the idea of me. Okay, she had it right whenever she said that. She ate with that line. 4 + 4 = 8 because Sarah Cameron was right about that. Topper loved the idea of her. He didn't love her. He loved what they could have been. He loved the potential of her, but he didn't love her. At least on that moment. He's kind of redeemed himself sometimes. I don't know. That's a whole other story. But you don't deserve this. If they respected you, they wouldn't string you along in this way, okay? They'd give you the clarity that you deserve. Ace is like, you're right, Mom. Ace is like, preach, Mom. You deserve respect. And they're showing you their priorities, and their priorities are not you. You deserve to be a priority. You don't deserve to be a placeholder. Whenever somebody says, oh, I don't deserve you. Okay. Don't be like, oh, like, you're just so, like, he just needs time. No. What are you, a slow cooker? No, he doesn't need time. He had enough time to figure out. Usually guys will put you in a category instantly right when they meet you. They either see you as a friend or as somebody that they can potentially date. And they put you in that category immediately, baby, okay? So if they put you in the category of friendship, you're not getting out of that zone, babe. You're not getting out. You're gonna be stuck on the sidelines while all these other people are playing first line. You're not first draft. You're not first draft, and you never will be for this person. Sorry, I'm shouting at you because if you clicked on this video, you obviously are struggling probably with a situationship, and you are settling for less than what you deserve as we speak. A situationship is never a reflection of your value. It is their reflection. It is a reflection of their inability to step up, okay? Don't settle for less than what you deserve. You are the full package. I started this episode with saying they are treating you like an option, not the package, and you deserve to be a full package. You are the full package, baby. You have so much going for you. You are so fun-loving. You deserve the world. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve this half-empty promise. And it breaks my heart to see so many of us going through this. I've been through it. It's not fun. It is painful. It is gut-wrenching. You deserve somebody who really wants to be there for you, wants to be all in for you, because every single time you go back to this person, you are putting your potential on pause of what your real, true love could be. And it's not even about true love. True love starts with yourself. If you truly love yourself, you wouldn't be in this. If you truly loved yourself, you would walk away. And if you haven't walked away, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Okay? What are you doing? Walk away. This person does not want to be with you. Stop acting like a fool and thinking that you deserve this half-empty, broken shell of a promise, because you deserve somebody who truly values you. You deserve true love. You don't deserve this half BS, whatever this is. Like, no. I don't know whenever situationships happen. It's more of like a friends with benefits where y'all both agree on that. But a situationship is more of one person has feelings, the other person has made it clear that they don't want to be with you. And you still stay because you think that you can change them. You are not Jesus Christ. You are not his savior. You cannot fix him. The only person who can save you is the one who died on the cross for you. Okay? And start looking at it like that. Like, literally, I know it sounds dramatic. You can't save him. He's not your project to fix. He's not a project. You can't work on him. He's his own person. And he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how bad he is hurting you. Okay? He knows that. She knows that. They know that. They don't care. Okay? They do not care about your feelings. If they truly cared about your feelings, they would not put you in a position to lose you. Okay? They have been putting you in a position to lose you every single day, but you are so infatuated and wrapped up in the idea of what you and this person could be that you literally forgot who you are. And I hope that this knocks some sense into you. I'm sorry for yelling at you, but you need to hear this, because the more and more I think about it, the more and more I realize that I was that person, and I was so not okay during this time, because I was just broken, I was miserable, and I didn't know who I was because this man made me feel like inadequate. He made me feel like I was unworthy. It was never me, it was him. It was never me. It's not you, it's them. It's literally them. Like, it's their problem. And who cares? There's somebody out there who will love you for everything that you have to offer. All of your flaws, all of the things that you don't like about yourself, this person's gonna love about you. But until you can look at yourself in the eyes and say, I deserve better than this, you are gonna still be stuck in this rotating cycle of terrible decisions just constantly, where you could be giving yourself to somebody who actually is worth the time. And this person has showed you that they're not worth the time. They've showed you they're not worth the energy. And every single time you give them that power, you are taking away yours. So I hope with that you realize how much of a beautiful human you are and how beautiful your life could be if you let it and take this situationship and press Control Alt Delete, because this situationship is literally taking you out of the situation. You are just a bystander, you are watching, and you are giving this person control of what your fate is, because your fate is basically in their hands. You're saying, here's my love, take it. But they already made it clear that they don't want you. Like, you're literally wasting your time and that person's time. But they don't care. Choose clarity, choose respect, and most importantly, choose yourself. Choose yourself. I hope you choose yourself today. I hope you stop settling for situationships, and I hope you realize your worth. I hope one person got something out of this, because I was very passionate about this, because I've been through it. It's painful. It's heartbreaking, okay? I feel you. I was there. I was in your shoes at one point in my life, but I said, I don't want this. I don't want this for myself, because I want to be with somebody who actually wants to be with me one day. And this person made it clear that he didn't want to be with me. He didn't want to be in a relationship with me, and that's fine. That's completely fine. Obviously, we weren't aligned for each other, and I'm so happy that we weren't, because, like, I don't want that. Like, that version of myself, it does not exist anymore. She's in the past, and we don't look in the rearview mirror, we drive forward. Keep moving forward, babe. And I promise you, it might hurt. Like, I could make a whole episode about the aftermath of this. Like, it's literally like a withdrawal. You're gonna be withdrawed from this person. It's like, you're gonna have those symptoms of the anxiety, the confusion, the 5 stages of grief, because you are mourning something that's still alive, but you never got the chance to see it blossom and flourish. And that's the hardest part. But you have to close that door before it literally shuts you off and shuts you away from the entire world. Because if you keep going back to this, it's gonna ruin you, okay? So yeah, with that, I'm sorry that I yelled at you and got pretty angry. I didn't get angry, I just got passionate. But you just deserve so much better than this, and I hope that you see that for yourself today. I hope that you realize how deserving you are of somebody that's truly authentic and truly wants to see you blossom and wants to walk alongside you in this journey called life. It's a short life. It's a really short life, and you don't know when you'll be gone. I really say that in the most truthful way. It's true. Like, life is short. You don't know when you're gonna die. You could die tomorrow, and you would be wasting your time on freaking Billy Bob, who doesn't even want to be with you. Why are you wasting your time? Okay. Anyways, that's all I have to say, guys. I just got very passionate. But yeah, I love you so much, and I'm sorry for the yelling. I'm actually really not. I think that's the only way to get through to you sometimes, because sometimes you just need like a drill sergeant to just like freaking drill this information into your head. Because if I would have had somebody tell me this whenever I was going through this, maybe I wouldn't have been stuck in that situation for so long. But also, everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad I learned from it, because now I can help other people who are going through it currently. There's a freaking epidemic of situationships in this life, and there's a lot of single girls. There's a lot of single girls out there because they know their worth and they know that they deserve better than a situationship, and they walked away from that situationship and they chose self-peace over this situation. Choose self-peace over the situation, because once you get your priorities right, you will realize you are not a placeholder, but you are a person who deserves authentic love, and this person doesn't love you, they don't respect you. And yeah, that's all I have to say. You are not a placeholder. You are a priority. So start acting like it. Thank you, and I will see you again next time. Love you. Bye.